Talies von Kreatives Leben, and today I am creating another monthly art calendar page. And it's already for June, and time is just flying, but this is how it is. And this page is strongly inspired by Juliet Crane. I'm just doing one of her courses, and I just love the creativity, the chaos she um, is using as a background. So this is basically what I'm doing. I'm putting down some paints. I haven't gessoed my page. As you can see, I'm going straight with my paints. And these are mostly from Golden, the green gold. It's also teal. And I'm using lots of inks because this is something that I have seen Juliet using, and I really love the transparency of it and how I can still see my background. So I am using Amsterdam ink in Reflex Rosé, in Reflex Yellow, and also from Liquitex another ink, Naphthol Crimson. So these are basically the colors that I'm using, and of course I'm also using some collage. So I'm just taking bits and pieces that I have around me, and yeah, old pieces, and some tissue paper, so you can recognize Tim Holtz tissue paper, and just colorful, cheap tissue paper that I have found in pink and in red and in green, in light green and in turquoise, I think. So these are the colors, and I'm putting down everything with my Liquitex matte medium and with a brush. So, right now I have nothing in mind. I just know what I want to paint. I know I want to do flowers, and as you know, I love faces as well. So I'm going to create flower faces or faces with flowers. I mean, whatever, however you want to call them. So I'm putting down everything. I'm trying to keep the background. I'm trying to keep the um, the transparency of everything, and I'm stopping just when I feel that there is a right balance, and like it feels like I need to move on to the next um, level. It's not the case yet, so I'm playing around, adding. I'm not sure about the white space in the middle, so that's why I'm going to stick down something around there, as you can see. And yeah, my next tissue paper, and now I don't have any white space. That's my usual approach. As you might know, I'm not too much a white person. I love colors, and I just tend to add more and more because I think more is never enough. Yeah, so you could argue about this, of course, when you are using um, uh, acrylic paints. That's not an issue because you could just add some white on top if this is just too bright. So right now this is very loud, very bright, but that's why I'm using my Amsterdam light pink. And as you can see, somehow, again, I missed out on a pace. I don't know why this has disappeared. So basically, I have drawn some flowers with faces, and I have already taken the middle part of the flower and put some Titan Puff in the middle. This is Titan Puff from Golden, and I have given them some cheeks, and it's again my Amsterdam ink in Reflex Rosé, and I'm using some quinacridone nickel azo gold from Golden to basically shade the face, and then basically I'm almost doing the same as I would if I would be drawing a face, only that my face in this case is very round, and I don't care so much about where everything is placed. As you can see, my eyes are slightly above everything, but I don't care. It's just the way I see the flower that matters. And I've decided that I wanted to have yellow flowers, petals, and that's why I'm adding some Hansa yellow medium on all flowers. First, I was thinking of having different colors for my petals, but I felt that the whole page was just very loud, very maybe a little bit too much, I admit. So that's why I'm trying now to tone it down, mute it down, and make it a little bit more, yeah, more unicolor. But again, I'm adding some ink. This is again the Reflex Yellow. I'm also adding some on the leaves because I felt that it would work well with the green gold from Golden that I'm going to add. And I'm going to use my fingers afterwards to mix it with the other color that is underneath. So I'm playing around a little bit with the colors, and I'm trying to get my little faces stick out well. I'm also creating a ground for my flowers to stand on. So this is like the grass, and I'm adding again some quinacridone nickel azo gold. It's just such a wonderful color. If you miss something, if you feel something is missing or it's not coherent, it doesn't work well together, this color brings all colors together. It has such a beautiful glow. It has a great transparency, and it works with so many other colors, I think. So I'm taking out my Stabilo 3-in-1 in black, and I'm just um, going around everything or the ground so that you can see it better. And now I am taking back my Titan buff, and I want to go around each of the flowers so that the petals can be better seen, and now that the background is not as loud as it used to be. And what I'm trying to achieve actually is making sure that all the background that I have created is still visible, because that's what I'm really enjoying. I want to make sure that you can see what I have done. You know, all the work that has been put before doesn't disappear, and that's sometimes a little bit the frustration of creating all these backgrounds and then putting something on top of it. So what I'm taking now, this is also something I have learned from Juliette, is I'm using some Sennelier oil sticks, and these are wonderful. This is like oil paint, but it's very intense, and it's wonderful because you can just smudge it around, and it stays wet for a long time, which is normal for oil, of course, but so it's wonderful as a final layer. It's not something you should add at the beginning because, first of all, it's going to take ages to dry, and secondly, it's not going to be easy to paint or draw anything on top of it, except with oil, of course. So I'm going around everything. I'm going around my month's name, June. Well, you know that I usually do everything in German, but somehow today I thought that June would be better. So I'm taking another oil stick for the bottom. It's caramel red, and the other one was antique white. And now I'm just doing my little mouse for my little flowers. It's again my ink, my Reflex Rosé ink that I really love. And I'm using also cadmium red medium U for the little lips. And what is missing now is mainly the numbers for the months. I'm not adding any special dates because, as you know, this is a calendar I'm planning to use every year. So it's basically, you know, a calendar I can use for different things, and probably also for birthdays. And um, there are some birthdays I know by heart, of course, for my family and some of my closest friends, but not, I don't know all of them. So I will add some of them after recording everything. So I'm going back with my Stabilo 3-in-1 and just making sure that I'm going around everything, that the petal are can be seen well, because I still felt that they were not distinct enough, and I think now this is really making them pop in front of the background, which is exactly what I wanted. So I think this looks not bad. I'm just adding some finishing touches. I felt that while I had used Titan Buff, it would be nice to have some white, um, you know, highlights. So I'm basically doing some little dots around my leaves and going around the face and adding some highlights on the top of the nose and on the cheek, on the lips, and going around the petals. So it's again, you know, little things that I think will make the drawing uh, go well together. So this is, you can see me adding some white also on the lips, but this is it basically for today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Here you can see in the close-ups how much you can still see from the background, which I really love. I think this is really what makes this painting, this page, great. If you liked it and you want to subscribe, don't forget to do that at the end.